Email from my manager. If you say you in first 5 seconds of a video, views increase. So we're gonna try that. YouTube, man, YouTube. It's a weird world. Today actually marks the 7-year anniversary of the first time I put a video on this channel. A question that I get asked from time to time, and one that I don't necessarily like to answer is, if you were to go back in time, what would you tell your past self? I don't like that question because it implies what would you change about your life. And I don't know if I necessarily would change anything because the unknown scares me and I'm cool with what I got right now. However, I did this I think about like 3 years ago and I want to do an updated version. Dear me at 17. This is what you look like now. Excuse the hair, we're growing it out, which is, you're not allowed to do that right now with the school that you're at. They wouldn't let you do that. Hats are weird for you too. You wouldn't probably wear hats ever at 17. In fact, look at your skin. Look, it's clear. Look at that, look at that. Something I envy about you at 17 is that you are so relentlessly confident and driven in every single thing that you do. I'm gonna be honest here, brutally. I look back at the videos that you made early on and I shudder because I think they're very bad. I think they're very bad. However, when you were making these videos, and you know this, you think they're the best thing that's ever been done ever. 6 months from now, you're gonna be consistently posting videos and you're gonna wonder why you haven't blown up yet. Why you're not the biggest thing on YouTube yet. You're gonna wonder that and honestly be grateful that that didn't happen. But like I said, I do envy parts of your focus that you have. In fact, sometimes I feel like I've lost that. Sometimes I feel like I'm too influenced by outside sources, and I miss just being able to just shut that out, and you're very, very good at that. Right now in your life, you're a junior in high school. You're very happy in a relationship. That's gonna be fun for you in the next 7 years, that whole department. And just kind of buckle up, brace for impact. You got a lot of learning to do about how to be with people. That's very important that you learn that stuff. You pretty much think you have it all figured out. And spoiler alert, you don't. Your life is going not even remotely close to the direction that you thought it was gonna go. But I honestly, looking at it now, at this point in time, 24 years of age, 7 years later, it has been and continues to be quite a cool ride. I'm looking out the window right now of our house. We have a house in Los Angeles, California. That's pretty cool, pretty exciting. 7 years on from the first video that you've posted, you feel like, or I feel like rather, this is getting confusing with the articles. I feel like, and this is probably gonna be comforting to you, I'm finally feeling like myself in a way. I'm finally discovering and experiencing, and not only that, living as myself. Honestly and vulnerably and openly to every single person I interact with. There are very few masks that I put on these days, and you at 17, you put on quite a few masks. You know this, you know it's a problem and you don't like it, but you keep doing it. But you're not doing that anymore, so you'll be happy to hear that. Do you remember when you first were learning how to play guitar? Like at 10 years old, you wanted to be in a band, you wanted to be the lead guitarist in a rock band. And then that went away, that dream at 17, you know, that dream went away for a while. Well, I'm gonna tell you, at 23, 24, it's coming back big time. Only you've realized growing up that you're more of a lead singer type. But let me show you something cool, you're gonna be excited about this. You know how you're secretly still super into MCR and you're really bummed that no one's pumped about the Danger Days album that dropped at 17? Well, look what we got. We got the we got the guitar that Frankie Arrow helped design, and we just got this. And we're jamming on it, and it's great, and it's fun, and it feels good. Dear me at 17, the next 7 years of your life are going to feel insane. They're gonna feel crazy, and you are gonna feel crazy throughout all of that time. My advice to you then, my advice to you now, my advice to myself, embrace that. The times in your life, in our life, in my life, in which we have felt the most lost has been when we have rejected that crazy feeling, when we have tried to conform and fit into other people's visions of who we're supposed to be. And that just doesn't work for us. Me, you, I'm confused on how to word this. It is gonna get real dark for you in a couple years. Your late teens, early 20s, it is gonna be quite a dark time for you. But you are gonna get through that, and you're gonna come out of it, and at 24 years old, you are going to love life. You're not gonna love your life, you know, there's gonna be stuff you're gonna wanna work on, but life, you're in love with that thing, man. It's awesome, it's great. So with that in mind, don't listen to anything I said. I don't want to alter the timeline. I'm okay with the timeline as is. Keep the timeline as it is. Sincerely, and with a whole lot of love, Connor. Yeah, I'm a big sucker for milestones. I love this kind of stuff, so I hope you enjoyed this. Something interesting, if you do want to kind of hear more about my story, I actually recorded a podcast with a friend of mine, Adam. Funnily enough, he's actually the Acon and AConMann in my username on here, but he's an old friend of mine. Recorded a podcast with him, talked about a lot of cool stuff. All of the links for that, as well as his podcast project, which I definitely recommend, are going to be in the description down below, and I would really appreciate it if you check that out. He's a good dude. He's a good guy. That's all I got right here. I'm gonna head off of here now. I love you guys a lot. I'll see you guys next time. For those who've been around for a little bit, you know that in the past I really pushed and I had a very active page on patreon.com. I have relaunched that officially. If you're still a pledge on that, I am so incredibly grateful. I apologize for being away, but I'm back on it. I have readjusted the rewards tiers and all the perks and stuff, so if you're still a pledge, you can check that out and feel free to change it, move it around, do whatever you need to do. For those that don't know, Patreon is it's a service that allows you to directly support the things that I do here on YouTube and ideally beyond YouTube. It is really awesome. I still love and believe in the power of the internet to put the power back into the hands of the independent creator. And that's what I am. I really don't have backing from many big people, from many influential factors that have the power to sort of like move my career along. I'm pretty much on my own here, and I love that. It makes me excited and passionate, and I feel like I'm building everything here, and I love that. So it would really mean a lot to me if you would check that out, and it's obviously completely, totally optional. I don't want to pressure you into this, but that's a page where I'm hoping to have a lot of fun, give you a lot of exclusive bonus, behind the scenes, free stuff if I ever get it, music, all this kind of stuff. Anything I'm working on, there's going to be a presence on Patreon, and that's all in the description as well. Definitely would appreciate you checking that out. I love you. I say it all the time. I really mean it. Happy 7 years on this thing. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye.